Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's the Sweden bush trip leg 3. We're going from ESGJ, which is Jönköping, to ESGG's boys, Landvetter. On the way there, we're going to, I don't know what we're saying, let's just go. I wanted to say let's get on the way, but I said on the way there, and then, well, I couldn't save it. I tried to save it, but I didn't. I was gonna refuel, but let's not. We've got 50% still. Come on, plane, up you go. Let's just get a bit of height so that we're at least above the trees before we turn. There we go. Start our clock. We're going to Ulricehamn. Launch from Jönköping Airport and put your DA40 on a west-northwesterly heading over the lowlands of the area to Ulricehamn. Ulricehamn, maybe. 274 for 9 minutes 12 seconds. Alright, let's get our flaps up. We're listing to the right a bit, but that's fine, I guess, for now. We're not that much into the left fuel. But right fuel, I guess we're using first. Alright, let's try our 6%. Well, let's go 4% to start off with. And what was it? 85 we were sort of doing. %, 85% power. Let's try it. Hello, highway. How you doing, peoples? Wouldn't you rather be flying right now? Turning this thing on for a bit. Definitely listing to the right. Now we're also definitely losing height. Why? Why? Little, maybe like wine vineyard kind of thing on the side of the highway there. Maybe not, maybe some other crops. Who knows? Do they make wine in Sweden? I suppose they would somewhere, but do they do much of it? Probably not. Too cold, I imagine. See what's going on around the place. A couple of farms there, very picturesque, hidden amongst them. The forest, as seems to be the Swedish way. Back that way, towards what I thought was the sea, but I think it's still that lake. That is some lake. Anything below? Hello? Little secret hiding things in the forest somewhere? Like that? What's this little secret hidden pond or something? Could just be like a reservoir for water or a septic tank or something maybe, but then, you know why? Why not just assume it's some kind of nefarious cult ritual, Illuminati kind of thing? Little town here. Again, everything's sort of so in the forests. I love it. I think it's basically the first country bush trip we've seen that kind of stuff, where most of the little towns and things are still surrounded by masses of forest. It's great. I guess the Vikings went and cleared every other country, but didn't do it up here. Kept it pristine. We've done 4.5 minutes of 9. How's our fuel thinking? Now we're around the wrong way. Well, wrong way, but too far the other way. Turn that off. Beautiful. I think maybe 80% power would be a bit better at this point. There we go. Again, we're still, for whatever reason, sometimes listening to the right. It must just be, I don't know, the wind. Excellent. Little lake. More towns. Well, farms, I guess, not towns. We're following the highway. Life is a highway. I'm gonna fly over it. Another little village on the lake. Very pretty. More hidden in the forest stuff. Here's a thing hidden in the forest. What's this? A huge field. Grassy field. Mowed field. Oh, there is a little farmhouse there. Fair enough. Fair enough. How are we doing? 7 minutes of 9, although yeah, we will be a bit late on this leg. I don't know where Urisham is. Must be here somewhere. Doesn't actually say what Urisham is. Heading over the lowlands area to the area of Urisham. Is it just an area? Still got a couple of minutes to go before we find out. Is this Urisham? Way too early, actually. Oh, look at that river. That's awesome. Going through this little village here. Very foresty. Very foresty. Taking over 8.5 minutes. Oh, we've got a big river over here. Yes, yes. Oh, what's going on here? And a bridge? Oh no, is that a church? Is this our first Swedish church? Is this Orisam? I suppose it is. Hello, Orisam. Big town. Big town. 2 churches. There we go, we're turning. We want 252 for 7 minutes and 5 seconds. Heading to Boras. Fly over the patchwork of fields and forest towards historic Boras, then turn west, northwest. Yes, ma'am. I mean, they're not wrong about patchwork of fields and forests, but I mean, it's more forest than fields. Which is not the usual thing. Goodbye. What were you? Orisam. It was lovely to visit you. Hello, little farmhouses. Hello, little fields. Hello, happy little trees. Hello, lake? Question mark? Forest? Not word I was looking for. River? River? My brain's just not working today. I'm calling rivers forests. I think it is a lake. It's just a straight up lake. Beautiful lake. Lovely. Little farm village on the edge of it. Quite flat, but it's also not as flat as Denmark was. Denmark, you know, they were talking about hills and there wasn't even a rise in elevation. This one, at least, we've got hills. If you called these rolling hills, I would accept that. But still, no big mountains and, yeah, not even any fairly large hills. A little village, town almost. Hidden amongst the forest, as always. Not even any sort of major road into this, just little tracks. Oh, aren't you hidden away? Little farms, more little farms. Dirt tracks, basically. Excellent. So we've done 5 minutes of 7, so this must be Boras coming up ahead. Hello, Boras. Don't feel like you've rendered in properly or something. What's going on here? Really very sparse housing? What's going on in the middle here? Lots of greenery. Yeah, I don't think this looks right to me, maybe. This is a golf course in the middle of it all or something. Just a big park with no trees in it. Strange. I think maybe the algorithm has failed to put the trees in. Yeah, see all these green patches of trees. It's gone, algorithm. Algorithm, you've had a conniption. What's going on? There's no trees. All the trees are gone. Wow, this is a huge town. Well, we should be turning fairly soon. Next few seconds, I would hope. Maybe we've lost connection or something. I don't know. It seems a bit weird, these lack of trees. 275 for 928. We're heading to Lerum. Why is Lerum gone? Soar over pastoral landscape to reach Lerum, a town that is surrounded by a beautiful nature reserve. Awesome. I'll bet it is. What are those buildings? What are those? Seems to me the algorithm's having some issue. We've got water there that's not water. We've got trees not being put in. It's having an issue. It's gone on strike. Just had a quick look at the settings, see if that's made any difference. Of course, now my nav log is all messed up. There we go, fix that. We're now on full ultra again. See if the frame rate holds. Generally does, except around the big cities. Now, let's look back here. That still looks about the same. And yeah, the draw distance still seems to be the same as well. It's weird. I'm sure it was better than that before. Another cute little town on the river slash lake here. We headed the Rum. Le Rum. Another hidden little village, commune, farmhouse area. What are you doing hiding there, eh? Eh? Apart from the obvious farming that you're doing. Alright, 4 minutes of 9.5, just under halfway there. Look, I hate to pick on that Cessna we were flying for the Iceland trip, but this plane is so much prettier. Easier to fly, less to worry about in terms of ripping the wings off, and just generally a much more pleasant plane to look at. Not as fast, of course. You know, that other one was doing 170. This one's just 130, but hey, who's in a hurry? We're relaxing, we're enjoying our beautiful trip through Sweden, having a good time. Look at this house here, huh? What's that nonsense? Probably just an algorithm thing, but you know, maybe there's a little sneaky house in the forest there yet again. Once you crack open this Pandora's box of lifting the lid on Swedish forest behaviour, who knows what will jump out? Do a bit more of this. The plane definitely feels like it's suddenly now listing to the right again. And I'm not about it. Alright, probably 2/3 of the way there now. gonna fuel. Probably refuel when we land if I think of it. I wonder how we're meant to refuel. Are we meant to taxi to wherever the fueling thing is at the beginning of each bush trip? You can't do it at the end because the trip ends as soon as you land. Yeah, I haven't got, there's an achievement for refueling at a ground base pump or something like that. I know you can talk to air traffic control and say, guide me to the nearest petrol pump or something, but you can't do that in the bush trips. In the end, I'm just left with binding a key to refuel, which I can do whenever, which is a bit weird. I'm not really sure how they kind of expected you to do it properly. This must be Le Rum. Le Rum. We are 30 seconds from turning. Hello, Le Rum. Seems that you've got more trees than the last place, at least rendered in. There we go. Alright, we should be turning fairly soon, I guess not. Don't know what speed this navlog thinks I should be going at. I've been doing over 130 most of the time. Big road through this place. There we go, now we're turning. Weird S-shaped building here. We're doing 2:45 for 4 minutes 23. We're heading to Gothenburg. From Lorum, fly to the southwest to Gothenburg, the second largest city in Sweden. Over this beautiful lake. Stuff on the left side of the lake, but nothing on the right pretty much until right at the end here. And then shoom into just the outskirts of a big city. Why hello there. We've got industrial stuff down here so that they can dump their shit into the lake presumably. Maybe, yeah, it is industrial. I thought maybe it might actually be car parking and stuff for that marina that was there at the edge of the lake. But no. A couple of football fields out here. Maybe it isn't industrial. Hello, Gothenburg. Town of the Goths. Possibly. Yar, she's a big city, alright. More football fields over on the right. Got all sorts of stuff in this town. Big industrial stuff along the highway. Crazy little on the hill compound of people living just below us now. What a strange arrangement of buildings. More football fields. There's been like 18 of them so far. Weird circular buildings for the Illuminati. Assume that's some kind of office block or maybe parliamentary, although that's probably more close. They'd have that closer to the centre, surely. Maybe it's their local, you know, Pentagon, FBI, CIA equivalent buildings. More big smokestacks in the middle of the inlet to the sea. Popular thing in these Scandinavian countries. Stadium. Wow, they like the football here. Got fields and stadiums and everything. We've got it all. We've got it all. Come to Gothenburg. We've got it all. It's actually a 3D rendered stadium too, so yeah, there we go. Hello. We should be turning fairly soon. Oh wow, we turn it right round back the way we're coming, huh? I just want to look at this stadium first. Ullevi, Gothenburg. Ullevi. Okay, interesting. Alright, we're turning right round. Baby, right round. 103 for 4 minutes 17. Landvetter. From Gothenburg, head southeast and land at Gothenburg Landvetter Airport. Four minutes basically back the way we came. More football fields below us. More weird circular buildings. Alright, where is said airport? There is an airplane over here. So that must be potentially near said airport. Someone else doing this bush trip, maybe. Landvetter. I still got the... I do still have this on. That's why we're listening to the left now. Fair enough. I got to turn it off. Looks like a pretty large airport in the picture, surrounded by forests. Well, it must be up here somewhere. In a couple of minutes. Is it in that clearing up there, maybe? Not actually high enough to see. Showing up on my visual radar. Nope. Where are you, airport? Where are you? And also, what direction are you facing? You know, this kind of looks like airport-y kind of buildings, and this is a big clearing here. But where is runway? Yeah, okay, yeah, there it is on the visual thing. So, is it actually going like that? I think it must be. Where's the end of it? Why have you gone and done this? Slow it down. I think the end of it's at where the edge of those trees, basically, but I can't quite see that, to be honest. Alright, flaps down. We're just going to proceed on the assumption that somewhere here's the end of the runway. What's it looking at? I'm seeing the other side of the runway on the picture, so I can't really see if this is the end, or if that's the end, or in fact this is all nothing to do with it. The giant runway anyway, so we should be okay, even if we land in the middle of it. Not a, well, a good airport, but not many places to land if we're having issues. It's all trees. And planes do not like trees. Particularly. Let's start turning. See if we can find where the runway... Okay, yeah, there's the runway. Let's just come in like this. I think we can power it right down now. We are actually too high. But as mentioned, it is giant runway. We'll be fine. Possibly. Do not panic. Pilot in control. Kinda. Sorta. Possibly. Only had 5 vodka. For nerves. Tear it up a bit. There we go. And now we're taking off a bit. Now we're slowing down a bit. Coming down slowly, carefully, 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 very carefully, even more carefully. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Barely a bump. You didn't even know that we're on the ground. Look at the size of this runway. God. Land a spaceship on this. Please register. Hello? Excellent. Well, that was bush trip leg... Sweden bush trip leg... I want to say 3, or was it 4? I don't remember. Well, I'm sure it's in the title of the video and at the beginning of the video and all sorts of places. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir. Goodbye.